Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. In our last episode, we finally gained the trust of the Ishgardians to allow us in the Stone Vigil, where it was identified that that is potentially where the Enterprise is, so that we can go fight Garuda. So we gotta fight our way through Stone Vigil. We're gonna queue up. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do leveling roulette. If it's Stone Vigil, great. I'll see you there. If not, I'm going to run through that. But either way, I will see you guys in Stone Vigil in 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone, welcome back. We lucked out. It looks like we got Stone Vigil in our duty roulette. So we get some bonus experience. Plus, we get to move forward in the story. And it looks like this place is filled with dragons, which is what we expected. You gotta say hello. Just gonna wave. Finally, we get to use our AoE. I love that this thing makes our AoE critical hit as well. First boss already, nice. I want to stay behind this guy due to his fire. I can't stun him. Make sure this isn't too loud. Nope. Easy. We open it? We did. Oh, there's a lot of them. I think if there's 3 or more, that the AoE does better damage than a single target. Another boss. I wish I had more to minimize damage or protect the tank when he's about to get hit really hard. Because all I have is faint. And I usually play healing classes in games, so not being able to minimize or prevent kills me sometimes. Ooh, to use a limit break or save it? That's the question. And got him. Level up. Ooh, here we go. Tank is getting low. for when I get a second rotation to my AoE. Take a look at that. Actions. Oh, oh, there we go. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Oh, they started the fight. That's okay. They don't need me. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare to launch it. Dwight, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we need you to provide a distraction until we're ready to depart. Can you manage? You can manage that, can't you? Yeah, easier said than done. That settles it then, shall we, Sid? As you command. The masked man. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament of the fanatical devotion of her followers, that the Ixal are nothing if not zealous. And despite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, you should battle. You should at least make for it for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. They're probably gonna kill the dragon before this cutscene is over. Alright, alright. Alphano, the dragon! Confound it all. They really should avoid putting such long cutscenes in the dungeons. Let us see how well your Blastwind's gift serves you this time, Crystal Bearer. Alright, let us in! Look, we made it just in time to make a difference. Where's my... There it is. Just in time to limit break. Alright, that was an easy dragon. We got 2 commendations. We didn't do anything in the fight. Alright. Ooh, we got another one. Only one left. We'll probably get that one from Garuda. Swipe! Swipe, are you alright? Speak to me. 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of an etheric bubble with a dragon, I thought I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new companion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. Wow. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be more than unpleasant than staying. It will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. That makes sense. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Bah, it's no use. Let's go. I have longed for a more agreeable climate in the Twelves Wood. Yet I would not deny the Holy See its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Level up! It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seedseers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm of from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees into to matchwood. Our battle will end soon before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if the tempest is as fearsome as you can say, even that may not be enough. Huh, confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. Like a shield? I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Swipe. We need speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric current, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. It has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Garuda's barrier into the aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon your ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might, a scholar by the name of Lambertaint, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquez met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquez was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Swipe, I need you to return to Thanalin and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Alfie is so condescending. Camp Drybone. Hey, it's been a while since we've been here. Let's see. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertaint. Beg your pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals, truly? Well, nothing would give me a greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. I know this man's feeling. When you make a discovery or you know something, it's almost like gossip. You get like the same thrill of sharing knowledge as you do gossiping. So rare is it to find to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit, to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable rather, daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity towards scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish to not conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Hey, gads, man. At least take the necessary precautions so that you don't suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it in the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Ahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest and he shall instruct you on the finer points in crystal harvesting. Alright, to Highbridge. We'll see if they still have a Kakiran problem. Where? How do I? There we go. So are these corrupted crystals? Are they like radiation? Imagine like people working with radiated material be like, oh yeah, well, you'll be bombarded with the radiation until you get it in the safety, but maybe that'll just motivate you to work quickly. Where is he? How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is a handiwork of Professor Lambertine. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Well, you must have sought me out per his instructions, which means he believed me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Oh, fabulous day. Kalu Kalei, that I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertine's pupils. Shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that but the perfect piece will satisfy your high standards. In which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters of the murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Please take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pod and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads to Burgundy Falls, the path leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution, and you shall surely survive. Plus, we're like way too high level, so things will probably just leave us alone. Spare the hair. Oh, look at these guys. They're like bunnies. Ooh. Wish I could just jump. Place is cool though. Is the orange, is this corrupted crystals? All this orange? There's plenty here. Why do we gotta go to the bottom? Wait, are we going back up? Oh. Here we go. It is pretty glowy. Wow, we got, wait. Wow, we got it. Time to make our way back. This is so cool. A lot of these look like it was liquid at some point and then just kind of instantly froze. Like this. It's almost like it was lava. Like some of the crystals look like it grew. Oh my gosh. Thing was level 50. Jump, jump. Oh, cool. I saw the shadow. I'm like, are there birds? Apparently there are. Alright, haha, Sako. Where are you? I see you've come galloping back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertain will be doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Will do. You were exemplary. The best of his students. My keen scholar sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal, am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for which purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic. This crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? Can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man. You now understand the methods necessary for safely collecting a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the aetherical studies conducted by the students of Valdesion. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course, but I would never be so bold as to claim I have that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyways, I shan't keep you from your task. You've collected you've still a corrupted crystal to find. Oh, that was a waste of time. Corrupted crystals are of sufficient size and strength. They're not all that common, I fear. Unfortunately, fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosha. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosha was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to the Imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lenosha, Pharaoh Sirius, on the Isle of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or something, or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she's still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. To Aleport! Maybe we can get some ale while we're there. I never attuned. Okay, wait, that means I gotta go to Limsa Laminsa. And you know what? I'm level 54. While we're here, let's see if we can get a better lance from the shop. It's pretty good. Wait, and yeah, we'll get this. And I'd hate to say it, but we need some oh, it's expensive. We really need some more accessories. Oh, they're expensive. Any cheap one? Nope, I can't afford it. Not yet anyways, but we got a titanium lance. There we go. All right, so we got to go to Aleport, which here. And I'll remember to attune this time. And in here. Nope. Ah, Sienna. Corrupted crystals? Sir, I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertaine did send you. Beg your pardon. It seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you all better luck in wresting the information from the Yellow Jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Ah, you startled me. You know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this. What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Ooh, ghosts. You're keen on traveling to the Umbra of the Isles of Umbra. Bloody hell's that? Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that god's forsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Sirius, the Isles have become naught but more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down into the depths with them. Alright, so they seem somewhat haunted. Is that what I'm to understand? Ah, Swipe, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. You gathered your thoughts. Well, worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it is considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Sirius. Yes, well, anyways, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even as an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named XIV, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious to see as how he obtained permission. May I have a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Why was he arrested? I have to go back. She calls me, sings to me. Tell Mimodo I'm sorry. Give her this. He was right. Or give him this. He was right. Or could you could release me, yes? Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. A feather. Golden feather. This brilliant golden feather reflects light as if it were actually made of gold. Arok. Thank you, buddy. What did Skyfriend have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less about how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimi Doa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse after the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. It was a Lalafell. Of course it was. Another initiate, are you? No? Well, what are you? Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Yeah, bugger me. What is this what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this. You say? You found this, you say? Where'd you find it? Skyfriend, you say? I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh Sirius, he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. We're working to get it done. We're getting the work done on their own. Weren't getting the work done on their own. Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them vanished. What's that? You were looking for passers of the Isles of Umbra. Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellsword and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show him this parchment, the skipper, and he'll see you back there and back. Nice. Wait. Oh, we gotta go tell Sienna. So you wanted a word with, so you went and had a word with Mimidoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skifrin's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this rite of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say it is a relief to work for such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of your discoveries, of the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra without me. Fine, fine, I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 as my witness, if you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Okay, we won't leave her behind. There's 2 ferry skippers. Ah! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids, as if it's as simple as, oh, I see you've got a writ of passage. All right, then climb aboard. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but how the hell's with this? Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you'd require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would excuse me. Wow, she cowered out real fast. It's David. Beg your pardon, sir. How did you come here? Access to the island is currently restricted. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Why? The writ Master Mimimo gave you may grant access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by etheric energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be completed. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect, I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Swipe. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where To begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets from the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Alright. They're probably traumatized from what they saw. Or not. Hello, Lewis. Gosh, that voice, that single fleeting verse, I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, my friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. You saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world, except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. It's all that there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage, of wrecks and their cargo. But those queer dead things and that voice, actually, the voice was quite nice. I see. We've got a necromancer with a nice voice. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? But if they have returned, then that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something, which reminds me, I received word from Master Mimidoa that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Mimidoa. Literally been here for 2 minutes. What's been keeping you, Initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Yeah, some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to people what wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hell, this takes me back to the days of as a cannon boy sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. The bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks say the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones that they would come. And come it has, I bet me bum ear, a siren's behind all this. Nay, not one of those sanguine varieties, Initiate. I speak of the other kind, them that's got feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just a start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till its corpse can't do it no more. It's a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Any road, it's up to us to stop the hell-born hussy before she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send ye marching off with, to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man who can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming for us, or coming to us, so we best head to her, to the ship graveyard, Initiate. What did he give me, earplugs? I'm gonna take my helmet, I'm gonna remove, there we go. Now I can see my face. I'm interested, it seems like there was like a war between the pirates and the sirens at some point. Kind of interested to hear more about that. Oh, here we go. Skeleton. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the camp and come looking for us. Just a matter of waiting now. Oh, battle! I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quiet, you hear that? 'Tis her. Wait, why don't you have your earplugs in? Look, out over the water. She's come, initiate. She's come. Quick, lad, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls, and we'll be up in our necks and corpses before you know it. I did not seem to put them in my ears, but that's okay. Hither embrace, find everything all. True love spurned, his cruelty's reward. Oh, here we go. Easy. What's a grommet? Do we want to avoid those bubbles? Oh, yes we do. Got him. Is that all? Yes. Oh, he's clapping for me. Yeah, am I all right? Ha! I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse, I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 Watsits if we'd be gutted the songstress. Of course, I'd be a sailor with 2 Watsits if we'd gutted the songstress, but you can't have everything, can ye? She'll not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Antis King. Thanks for the help. Bugger me, I've clean forgot your name. Remind me, Swipe. Don't recall having no initiate by that name, but if you're not me old mate, or boss name, you've got to be, why have you got to be so bloody helpful? Never mind. Be seeing you, lad. That guy was hard to read his text. What's over here? Birds. Birds? And a magic pot? What is this? Give me an elixir. Wind up moon or a wind up sun. I don't have any. That's interesting. All right, time to talk to David. Sorry, David. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I'd heard that Master Mimido was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying around earplugs with him. Anyways, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pod, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Yes! Oh my gosh, we forgot to attune to Aleport. Before we talk to Sienna, we're going to attune. Right, Arok? Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Swipe. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say. And more importantly, you're alive. You are alive, aren't you? Yeah, thanks for nothing. Aha, the conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I take a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Swipe. Seldom have I ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed with such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected aether. What? You want a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected aether to counteract the effects of raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Why didn't we ask? Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal. Comprised of ice-aspected aether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Yeah, what's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time, you needn't use that warding pod of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyways, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Swipe. Come back and see me sometime, alright? All of this and the crystal we needed was in Gridania, which is where we started. Greetings and salutations. Mr. Core, I presume? Sienna informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though as Professor Lambertain is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. And while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found in the Twelveswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an entire eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides in his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... you couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point then, Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particular fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure. I have precisely the sort that he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which to retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Okay. Where are we going? We gotta go here, and then we'll go south. Oh man, we should have just asked, and then we could have gone here to start. I hope those crystals that we found that we didn't need come in use later. I don't feel like we wasted our time. That wasn't Giggity. Was it? Okay. His name wasn't Giggity. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that God's awful smell? Oh gosh, I don't even want to think how we got it. My word, that is breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh. I see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. So why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal and sought one overflowing with earth aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. Oh my gosh. It is comprised of ice aspected aether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Yes, it was. Beg your pardon, Swipe. I forgot to return the crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertine. Something about a man named Marquez. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed the crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It wouldn't reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah, well perhaps it's best to remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. See, that's how you're a good professor. You make all of your pupils think that they're the greatest. Because if they think they're the greatest, then they're going to go above and beyond to retain the title. Easier to manipulate. Greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Swipe. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Swipe. I'll see your hard work doesn't go to waste. Please. Please make sure it doesn't. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... perhaps it's better that we remain positive. Swipe, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. I apologize for this sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. Things were gonna blow up.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. to Kurthus and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
It's called Third Eye.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father.
Giving us some background, I guess.
Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same?
Is this him getting his memories back?
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
Oh.
When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
Gaius.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
It's Biggs and Wedge. Is that me? And I gave him goggles?
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
What? I'm so confused.
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
I'm very confused.
I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky.
Oh,
That light. It was you, wasn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
I feel like we get more. I hope we get more background or
The
context on
Enterprise
that.
was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Elfinord, my
Everything.
boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
There it is.
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
It must be such a good feeling to get your memory back like that. Like when you can't remember like the title of a song or something like that, and you're like, it's on the tip of your tongue. Imagine that, but with like a million different things and then remembering them all at once. Hey, we made it. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Swipe, for the end is nigh. Be it hers or our own. Oh, we got a trial. We got a new primal to fight. All right, I'm gonna queue up. Actually, you know what? Let's do NPCs. That worked out good last time. I feel like I feel like players make it a little these fights a little trivial during the story. Plus the queue time. Quite the shot there. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12th Wizard, she's huge. As I live and breathe. I think Sid likes what he sees. Oh. Over there, look. Amalja and Kobold prisoners, but why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore you come hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we have come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, these my children, these landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, and none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Ha 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 ha. What? Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda they will serve. Try it. Leave the Ixal to us, Swipe. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Swipe. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. That's right. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come, then. I shall grant you that which you seek. Oh my. She's kind of crazy. Alright, we got this, guys. Let's go. Can't stun her. Oh, she broke one of the things. What now? Oh, I guess you don't need to. Oh, that hurt. I just wasted everything. This was invincible. Oh. All right, here we go. Oh, she died before I could use it. No, 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 no. What? How in the hells? Ha ha ha, this is my realm. You have no hope here, none, none. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, landwalkers? Oh, they're giving her more power. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall seize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Ha ha ha. Okay. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Ugh. Ha ha ha. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All those who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take my vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. You, landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. That's not gonna happen. No, no, I claimed you. You should be mine. Cool. Oh. Hey, we got our last one, I think. Yes. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Did I just like take all of her energy and put it into like crystal form and then steal it? Oh, do they talk? Oh, that's cool though, they emote.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all! Is that all?
Oh, guys.
Oh, authority of the Vortex, almighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Well, that'll do it.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Gee.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty, freed, brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! Ah, it hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Oh. Are they summoning the others? Yep.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
She's gonna eat him.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
Oh. Absorbed him. Ooh. Oh, right in the Titan heart. Just one left.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Oh.
No! No! No!
Oh, that's brutal.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
So they have a machine that has all 3 primals in it now.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
XII, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
Oh, bird!
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat.
That is true.
While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
He's getting a little bit better, I think. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Swipe. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god as long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. That is true, actually. Alright guys, I'm going to call it here. That's a good ending point. Thank you guys so much for joining. I had a lot of fun. We were able to get the corrupted crystal that we need and fight Garuda, as well as the Stone Vigil dungeon as well. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.